Welcome to a walkthrough of the all-new Utemaster Service Body. My name's Richard and I'm going to show you the features that make this the most spacious, practical and modern service body ever designed. The Utemaster Service Body was first released to the New Zealand market over 15 years ago and it's just had its biggest upgrade to that design since its original release. Let's have a look. The team at Utemaster have listened to your feedback and set out to solve some of the problems that exist with options currently available in the market. One of the problems with current service bodies is practicality. Modern utes are getting high off the ground and it just makes it that much harder to access the tools and equipment that you need on the daily. Another problem with service bodies is they look too commercial, which means if you're heading to the park for a family picnic, other people at the park think you're coming to service the barbecue and not use it. The other problem with service bodies is accessibility to space and being able to make the most of the room back there. So what have the team at Utemaster done to solve these problems for you? Let's get into it. Let's take a look at the practicality of this new service body. Now, inevitably the thing that you need ends up being at the front, and the only way to get to that is like this, which invariably means that it ends up as dead, unusable space. And because of that, this space just ends up being a completely unorganised mess. Now, the most revolutionary design feature is Utemaster's step-down floor. Every other service body in the world has a flat floor running side to side, but Utemaster has utilised the space between the wheel arches, maximising the space in the service body. Now, this design change massively increases the storage height within the body itself and gives you the option of 4 different flooring configurations. The first option you have is a standard drop-down floor. That gives you the maximum possible storage height. It also comes with a drop-down tailgate, which means that if you've got something big and heavy you're needing to put in the back, you're not having to lift it up over the tailgate. Also, if you're wanting to do some work, assemble something, work on something under the cover of the service body, maybe it's raining, this provides you with a bit of a workbench that you can get your work done in. The second option is the standard drop-down floor, but with the addition of a false floor running across the top. Now that gives you the benefit of having a dust-free and waterproof solution for storing all your long objects like levels, shovels, rakes, that sort of thing. The third option is an open top pull-out centre drawer. This gives you easy access to all your kit and utilises that often dead space at the front of the service body. Check this out. With the open pull-out drawer, you get the option of a fully adjustable shelving unit, which means you can fit more kit in and really utilise every last inch of that dead space. We'll talk more about the shelving unit later on, but for now I want to show you how it's mounted to the drawer unit. The drawer is manufactured out of aluminium extrusion, meaning there's T-tracks that allow this shelving unit to slide to any position you want. It also means that you can mount all sorts of other accessories on here like tie downs or tools and customise them to exactly the position you want. The final option is the pull-out drawer, but with the addition of a false floor. This is comparable to a traditional service body, except the benefit of this design is that the drawer runs the full length of the body, but is also waterproof and dustproof. If you have a small rear door, it makes it harder for you to get your gear in and out. So what Utemaster have done, by designing this full width door, is make it quicker and easier for you to get your job done. The team at Utemaster have redesigned this body to look less like a traditional unit and just as at home on the beach as it would be at the worksite. A couple of key features of this exterior design is a smooth surface, and there's no rivets or bolts sticking out of this, so not only does that look good, but if you're sign writing it, you get a really nice finish. Another aspect is this rake done body design, which gives you better departure angles when driving off-road. Now, this is a design regardless of whether you choose to opt for underbody toolbox, underbody water tank, or infill panels. Another feature which helps this service body look great is the integration of the rear radar in the bumper. Previously this had to be mounted in a box down below the service body. So not only does the exterior of the service body look cool in matte black, it also looks stunning in white. The new service body is constructed out of aluminium extrusion. Now, The great thing about that is that not only is it strong, but it keeps the body lightweight. But the real benefit is in the ability to mount storage and other accessories in a variety of positions without having to make any modifications, drill any holes in the body, and really customize the setup to exactly what works for your job. The extrusions are utilized all around the service body. So we've got it up in the roof here, across the top and the back. You've got it on both outside edges and inside edges of the floor, and then you have it running full length on the top and the inside face of the drawer as well. The T-track in the extrusion allows you to move things to exactly the position you want, and I'll show you an example of exactly why that's great. As you can see here, we've got a storage unit mounted, but by loosening just a few bolts, we've shifted it back about 100 mil, creating a nice narrow space at the front here. You could put a workbench in there, maybe some road signs, or in this case, picnic table. If you're anything like me, you keep your livelihood in the back of your ute, so Utemaster have designed this with security in mind. All of the doors are made flush with the body, so you can't pry it open. Now the Utemaster handle is just like a car door, and once it's locked, it disengages, and there's no way you can physically force your way in with this handle. Let's look at some of the underbody features, and we're going to start with one of my favourites. How's this cool little step? So this non-slip step helps you safely and easily get up here and access your materials. And then when you're done, folds away securely so it doesn't interfere with anything you're doing, like backing a trailer or going forward driving. Next we have the underbody toolbox. It's integrated into the rake design, it's lockable, it's sealed, and it's great for all those things like tie downs, first aid kits, whatever you want. Top of that, easy to shut. Now this sleek little design feature is actually a water tank. Water goes in here, taps down here, protected by this cover. It's a great feature if you've got to wash your hands or tools at the end of a messy job, but also super handy if you're going camping. Let's look at roof storage. Because the service body is so strong, it allows for the use of this 200 kg rated cantilevered roof rack. Now the reason that's great is because the service body and the body of the truck want to flex independently, and this rack allows that to happen. The cantilever rack is a bit over 1200 wide, which means it readily takes your standard 1200 wide sheets. Now if this cantilever rack doesn't suit your requirements, it easily takes other roof rack solutions because it bolts right into the aluminium extrusions that you see from inside. Let's look at the doors. You've got 3 door options to choose from. First you've got your standard door. Next you've got your roadside safety door. And finally you have your split door. The roadside safety door is able to be used as a standard door, giving you protection from the weather, but if you're working on the side of the road, it extends all the way up. The split door provides you with either partial or full access to your storage shelves, but also provides you with this handy little workbench. Utemaster's 4-in-1 floor design has redefined how you can lay out your service body. With the previously dead space now accessible, it allows you to run full width shelving storage units down the side. The standard colour of the storage units in the white service body is the aluminium silver, but in the black service body, it's the powder coated black to match. You can choose from a variety of different width storage units. Here, for instance, we have a 900 wide drawer unit. And on this side, we have the 1200 wide open shelf unit. The internal width of the service body allows for up to 1600 mil of shelving. If you have an open top drawer, you can have 400 mil deep units on each side, and either an 800 mil unit in the middle or 2 back-to-back 400 mil units. If you have the false floor, it allows for either 2 400 mil units on each side with a space in the middle, or 2 800 mil units that come to the middle. The end panels on all of the storage units also come pre-drilled with multiple positions, so you can either remove or adjust the heights of the drawers and shelves to suit your needs. As a commercial setup, that's where the Utemaster service body really comes into its own. Plenty of place storage, carry my tool belt in there, small hand tools, consumables, PPE. You've got this little side here that you can use as a bit of a workbench. Obviously the great thing is the stuff that's right up the front I can now get to easily. So as you can see, the stuff that used to be way up the back and hard to access It's now really easy to get. As I showed you earlier, one of the major benefits of these aluminium extrusions is how you can mount accessories that suit the work that you do. And here we have a vise, folds down, folds back out of the way. Awesome. And here in the open shelving unit, you can put, we've got levels, leads, spade, chainsaw. You can really just set it up however you want, and it can take all your gear, easy to get to. The great thing about these service bodies is that when the weekend rolls around, you can take all your tools out and chuck your toys in. Here I've got a bit of an example of how you might like to set it up for a weekend away. We've got camping gear, we've got camp chairs, we've got fishing rods, fishing nets. You can put your tent ropes in here, and up top you can easily get to your rooftop tent. As you can see, the drawer pulls right out, giving you access to all the things you've got in the back, real easy. Got first aid kits, got fishing tackle, got jerry cans and sleeping bags, bags of clothes. On the back we've got the camping fridge, nice and sturdy, takes all the weight. A couple of axes that are mounted to the back of the shelving unit. The great thing about the increased height in the back of the service body is you still have plenty of access to things like the fridge. And round on the split door side, we've got this awesome little workbench which you can sit up like a bit of a kitchen bench. Got that gas cooker, you can put your food up here, plates, utensils. Easy little setup, quick kitchen, easy to pack away. And when the sun goes down, the lights come on.